with the World Cup, I'm sure you've been watching. How would you evaluate the USA's performance so far in the group stage?
You know, I think they're quietly moving along, to be honest with you. I think they've not ripped up any seats out of stadiums yet, but I think they've got what they needed to do. They went in there to win the group. They've won the group, so far so good. I think the challenge is to get the midfield ticking, and I think that if they're going to win the World Cup, I think the midfield needs to tick, and it hasn't ticked yet. And whether they need, you know, another midfield or change of midfielder or something, but they've done enough so far, and you know, they've got the best defence in the world for me, best goalkeeping in the world. So, you know, when you've got those five have been great so far. You're not going to give a lot away, and they only need goals off set pieces so far. That's really what it's been, or individuality. Pino's in good form, which is great. Obviously, Alex is back to full fitness. Abby's always going to be dangerous on set pieces. You know, Press and Amy Rodriguez and Sydney. I mean, you can go on, and got a great strike force, and the back line is solid. So I think they're going to go close, and they got a good draw too. I mean, I think up until the semi-final, they've only really got to win 2 games, the semi-final and the final, and I think they're well capable of doing that.
Do you have kind of your changes for predictions or teams that you think are going to go far? Has that changed now?
Well, I'm predicting Australia to upset the Brazilians. I think that's going to be my upset of this round. My Brazilian strength coach is not happy about that, Gaga, not whatsoever. But I think Japan will play Australia in the quarterfinals. I think Australia might pip Japan too, and I think they'll play Canada in the semi-final. Jody won't be happy to hear that, but the other side, I think it'll be Germany, France in the quarters. I think they'll end up Germany getting into the semi-final against the US, and that's why I stop in the semi-final. We'll leave it in the semi-final. If it could go either way, I think either semi-final could go either way. Obviously, the side of the draw with the US, Germany, Sweden, for the top 5 in the world is tricky. There's no question. There's a lot of talent in there. But the other side's got some teams you just never know. And I think Cameroon will beat China. I think Cameroon will play, which will be a plum draw for them against the US. I think it'll be great to see them play against the US. And you know, it's great to see the African countries improving so much, and the South Americans have improved, and the Asians play both sides of the ball now. You know, they're good defensively, they're good attacking wise, and the Europeans are younger, they're deeper, and I think all that stuff is great for the sport. I mean, the World Cup has been fantastic so far. The crowds have been great, and there's not been one mention, or maybe one mention, but other than that, about the field conditions. Everyone's got on with it, and I think it's been great for the sport. And, you know, I just hope we can keep rallying the troops and the games get even more entertaining. We don't get any drab tactical stuff from the coaches. I hope they just let the teams play.
And how did it feel to see all 8 Thorns advance to round of 16?
Not good. That's the worst part about the World Cup, is that they keep advancing, but I'm happy for them. I watch the games, and you want Steph to do well, obviously, and you want Jody to do well and Sink, and you know, Kyle's doing well so far, and Rianne's just getting back to fitness, and Alex is playing again, Tobin's playing again, so they're all playing, Nadine's playing, so they're all 8 are playing. I just wish Sony would have got knocked out already, but I have a feeling they're going a little bit further than this. I'd be surprised if any of them go out in the round of 16. I think they'll all be in the quarterfinals, and then we just hope somebody gets back for July 3rd.